Yeah. Hey, hey. Welcome to the network.
Yes, sir. What's going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar. We got the amazing, the beautiful, the talented Zoey Clarke in the building. What's popping?
Hey, what up though? Thank you for having me.
Definitely, I'm doing good. Y'all already know I always like to shout out whatever drink it is I'm drinking, and right now we're
What you
doing that.
drinking on?
That Wheatley's American vodka. What made me like Wheatley's honestly
Uh-huh.
is their jingle. The jingle is corny, but it's stuck in my it gets stuck in my head. It's like
How it go?
Wheatley is Wheatley, so good I drink it neatly. It's hilarious. So
So you
every
like
time
your drink neat?
it's busting. And I say right now I got it mixed with I think this is I got the Minute Maid. I had the salt on the rim. You know what I'm saying? I was bougie at the salt on the rim. You know, feel me? But it done melted down a little bit. But
That's what's up.
it's busting. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Man, I am doing amazing. The holidays of 4th of July, Juneteenth, all that is over and done. All the chaos of that damn crazy psycho Diddy trial and all the stuff with the country. The world is in,
Yes,
in chaos and the
so
world is
much
in
is
shambles.
yes, it is. We got to stay focused on the positive for sure right now.
And one of those things that can tap people completely out of the element. What's crazy is I think it was like Wednesday. I
Hmm.
used I used this piece of footage I'm about to play right now and show you to get like somebody's mind. I was like, oh, everything's going crazy. I'm like, and my go-to subject change was, I just saw this video. Check it out. Let me know what you think of the singer. Da 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 da. Whatever. You feel me? And this is the one I played. I played this. Yeah, I played this one.
I love it.
I'm gonna just let it go to my part real quick.
Okay.
Oh, women say they want a man in particular. 6 figures, 6 foot with vehicular goals. But I say no, I need a little more.
My
Okay.
my dog was like, I know that's right. Right when you did this, where she was stuck at right here. When she was like, I know that's right. Get it, all that.
Oh,
It
I
was this.
need a little
Hold
more.
up. One more time.
Oh, I'm 6 foot with vehicular
Bam.
goals. But
Come
I
on.
say no, I need a little more.
How you got stage presence sitting down? You know what I'm saying? How you got stage presence sitting down? You know what I'm saying?
You
Pun
said
very much pun very much intended. The performance is 100% solid.
yay. Thank you.
Walk me through just when you look at this. I'm just having just playing in the background for a minute, but just walk me through like this experience, how this was shooting it, the people in it. Like, just give it to us.
Man, listen, every single person that was involved in that literally volunteered their time and encouraged me to do it. Like, I really love my circle. They're so creative. Everybody in their own right is a star, And so when we come together, we just do really great, creative, like out the box type things. And this was one of those. They did everything from the lighting to the set design to
Nice.
the background vocals. These are real artists, real people that are doing these things. So it made me feel great to know that people thought that it was worth coming together for. So yeah.
I, I love it. And it's like you really can't put a stamp on how important having a good circle, you know what I'm saying, is that. And with them being stars in their own right, do it like in their roles. How does it feel for them to take an opportunity to kind of like back you up, put you on front street, not be like not worry about the spotlight on them and really just go ham for you? Like, how did that feel?
Yeah, like that is definitely something that a lot of other genres of music do. Like when you think about pop music, rock
Hmm.
music, country music, anything that involves a band, even blues, gospel, like people do things in groups, and
Yeah.
together everyone achieves more. So I felt amazing about it because it's not the norm for people to put themselves, like you said, their own stardom to the side and focus on somebody else's opportunity or, ability to shine in a certain space. And so, yeah, like I said, I love the scenes in Atlanta right now are changing. Of
Yeah,
course, you're always going to have the scenes of people who want to flex and,
exactly.
do that. It's just the lifestyle here. But you have so many niche groups of people right now that are just really blowing up and supporting each other in a real cool way. And so that's how it made me feel like dope that they even thought it was worth it.
It makes me happy to see that Atlanta is slowly getting back to that. Before the pandemic, one of my favorite places to visit was Atlanta because Atlanta's music scene was second to none, especially the way it was, how everyone supported each other. Like I would go and do, I remember back in the day when I was heavy doing the music, like going to talent shows or little open mics, whatever it was, and be competing against people. The other people I'm competing with, like, got our posters and they hang. It was like the love was on another level. Here in South Florida, crabs in the bucket has been that way, and Atlanta was, Atlanta was always the opposite. But then when the pandemic hit, and what's crazy is I moved to Atlanta
I didn't know.
during that time, and after it got back together, it was just a completely different place.
It
It
was.
was the scene was it was like not the Atlanta I remember. So to hear
Yeah.
you're like the second person I've spoken to that have said what you just said about the scene now, and it's getting
It's
uh,
getting back. It's getting back to the basics. I think everybody was in survival mode, which is understandable. The whole world was trying to still eat,
yeah,
But I think Atlanta had a spotlight on it, so it was a different kind of pressure for people to stay up in Atlanta. And
facts.
it showed a lot of things. But for me, the pandemic was a beautiful time. I made a lot of money in the pandemic.
Who you talk to them? Facts.
And I also got back into the music business during that time because I had actually had a baby and then I'd actually stopped doing
Hey,
music for many years, like I think 4 years. And during the pandemic, people found my music online. I got like a million streams on Pandora. Literally, they sent me a plaque and other streaming platforms. I think people were just at home and they were looking for stuff. Um,
yeah,
and they went down a rabbit hole, like you said. They found my stuff and they would write me on Instagram, like, how come I've never heard of you? Why don't I know about it?
I
And so,
love it. Yeah, and you've been, and it's crazy because that's literally the question that I asked when, shout out to Swim with Sharks, Rock Nation, TC, shout out to all of them. But when I got the information and I knew that we were getting ready to do this, and I'm like, how in the world have I've gone all this time and not heard of you at all?
yeah,
It made no sense to me. And then I'm like, I can see if it was like, okay, there was, a little bit of numbers here. Didn't you've been getting attention? You kind of been popping. So it's like, how? I was like, what rock was I living under? It didn't make
yeah.
no it made no sense.
I think everything is God's timing too. I know a lot of artists like me, a lot of other artists like me that have been successful in their own right. They've been popping a long time, working a long time. And when things, quote unquote, come together, that's why they say success is not overnight. It's really 10, 15, sometimes 20
Facts.
years for people to get their actual moment. I think it's just my time. People are
Yeah.
starting to pay attention to me. They starting to give me the recognition that I deserve, and radio and different things like that. But like you said, I've always been authentic to myself and making dope music. That's always been the goal for me.
Yeah, I love it. I love every piece of it. It's like to know to know someone, like I can tell just by looking at you that you've been through the ups and downs of this. You're not considered a rookie by a long shot. Your the sound is polished, your look is polished, stage presence is polished. Just looking at, like I said, I went down a rabbit hole looking at different things. So the way you do interviews, everything is like you would be like you're, to me, a record label's dream, because now they're not doing what they used to do, where it was like, you know what, we see this artist, let's develop her, let's give
Develop.
her training, and they're not doing none of that no more. But you're someone that they were like, oh, I don't got to do none of this. Come on, let's go.
I was just talking to somebody about that. They asked me like what it was that I thought that I bring to the music business right now after taking the break, and you just hit the nail on the head. Like I think that's what it is. labels don't do artist development anymore, and
Nope.
I've always been teachable. So no matter what space I'm in, I'm always trying to elevate, trying to grow, trying to learn from the big shark in the room, etc. And I feel like that's something that artists don't do anymore. They're really lazy because they can kind of just post things, go viral, and
Yeah.
not really have to do a lot of work. But hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. And I've seen that so many
Facts.
times in so many different arenas of the business. People that get to the top are not the people who necessarily are the most talented, but they
Exactly.
working.
Exactly. There's like I get a bunch of people like I'm even though I don't look it because black don't crack, but your boy is 40. You know what I'm saying? Your boy
Ooh,
is 40. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And so a lot of people always, definitely my age around this, they're always like, oh, the mumble rap and music has died out and stuff like that. How was this person popular? And I always break it down to especially the artists I know that are around my age that feel like, oh, I do all of this. Why? And my music is way better than theirs. I'm like, did you submit your song to at least 10 music reviews this month? Did you you know what I'm saying? It's like there's so many different things. There's some that are on my radio station, shout out Blaze It Up Radio, you feel me? But people could, request their songs on the station. It makes no sense to me how them or their manager would pay to get promotion, I blast the promotion out, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't understand why nothing's going on." I'm like, "Well, it's been 2 weeks. I haven't seen you push the promo flyer not once. I don't see no tags, no links. Like, what are you doing?" But let's look at this artist, this one that you call trash. Tags,
Yeah.
post, and music review
All
shows
this
popping up
network.
at this place. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, so you're so right when you say that. It's insane, the work ethic. What I'm loving about you is I normally, a lot of times, because like I said, with having a radio station, I come across way too many artists,
Okay.
and the majority of the time, sadly, it's either crazy work ethic, no talent, or amazing talent, no work ethic. I'm talking to somebody that got both. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm talking to somebody that got both, not gassing you up, like real talk, got
so
both. So
much. I appreciate
how long do you think from when you started to when you think you got to a place where it's like, now I'm in a place where I got it?
So I've been doing music my whole life. Like when people say that, I can relate. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to like get in front of people and show them like, look at me, I can sing, I can, whatever. And I danced, I did pageants, I did ballet, I did everything just always trying to cultivate it. And I think,
Yeah,
like I said, I was always learning, always wanting to learn so I could figure out what exactly it was I wanted to do. And I think I was definitely about, maybe it was about 8 years ago that
hmm,
I said, okay, I'm a professional now.
I
Like, I
love it.
know what my sound is, I know how I want to look, I know the type of person I want to come across as. I know the circle of people I aspire to be around. Like all that started to make sense to me.
Yeah,
And I didn't know exactly what my music was gonna sound like, but like I said, I knew what my sound was.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say around 2016, maybe like right after the song I did with Fetty Wap, I would say I felt like I had it figured out in terms of what I wanted.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna bring that up. I'll still bring Fetty Wap up a little later. I definitely was gonna talk about that joint.
Okay.
But way before I do you feel like at this point, do you feel like people still underestimate you, or have you stepped fully into that I know who I am energy now? Like it
Mm,
don't
I'm,
even matter.
I'm still, oh no, it don't even matter. They know that. I'm a big sad. Like it don't even matter because I'm gonna always make music and do what I love. Like no one can take that from me. But
Facts.
I think that I'm still the underdog for sure. I'm still like I said, I can always tell when people really find my music
Yeah,
because the reaction afterwards is like, oh my god, I love this song, I love that song. And like for me that's the reward more so than
yeah,
being famous or whatever, is that people really listen to my music and connect with it. So I am the underdog, but I do feel like the industry is what it is, and I heard Jermaine Dupri say that everybody is just one hit away. It doesn't matter who it is, how successful they are, how
Yep.
striving they are. If you are in any situation in music, you're just one hit away. So I just, I keep creating and I stay inside that end of it. And
Come on.
whenever the universe feels like that song is my song, then I'll be ready. That's how I look at it.
I love it. I love the mindset. So, like with this mindset that you have, like, what's something that the little girl version of you would be most proud of today, especially like how you carry yourself? Like, what would she feel like?
Well, first of all, the little girl thought that everything was going to be like a horse and a carriage and a bed of roses. And like when you're a little girl, they teach you that it's going to be a fairy tale, right?
Yep.
So I would try to equip that little girl a little better for what was really coming, for the things that she wanted, the dreams that she had. But what I would definitely be proud of is all the things that she overcame to like get to this space. Because I know so many people that quit. I know so many people that not just on music, but just big aspirations and things that require a lot of work ethic, like you said.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for people to just say, well, that's too much. Let me just go in a safe zone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that are the dopest, whatever it is that we could talk about, but they
Yep.
just safe right now because that's what's safe for them. And I would tell her, congratulations on being like fearless.
I love it. I freaking love it. We at the dope bar. We got Zoey Clarke in the building. You already know we gotta pay some bills real quick. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
be right back. We're gonna get into healing, you walking away from the industry, coming back, and then of course we're gonna get into the single. So we'll be
Yeah.
right back. Y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to the dope bar, baby. Yo, 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 welcome back to the Dope Bar. We got Zoey Clarke in the building. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Signature Series Network TV.com. All my independent content creators, y'all know where you get your shine at. Go and handle that. Get your stuff up. All my freaking promoters out there. We still got the contest going on. Y'all know what to do. Holla at your boy, but we talking to Zoey Clarke right now. I was watching your last interview. Well, the last interview I saw, I don't even know if it was your last interview. It definitely was a whole girl talk vibe. It was, you had touched on some things that hit heavy, like being done with the industry, choosing healing and navigating love beyond the spotlight. Now, I want to sit in that. I want to sit in that space a little longer to see where your mind is with that. So you were ready to walk away. You know what I'm saying? What was the final straw that made you step back, and what pulled you back in?
Ooh, the truth though is I did not like the way that I was treated as a woman during certain experiences in the
Come on.
industry. And it's so full circle for you to ask me that, with everything that's going on in the business now, with people kind of being exposed for how
Yes.
terrible not just women but men as well, as we've seen, have been treated, gay, straight, lesbian, heterosexual, like
Hmm.
all across the board. There's a whole sector in the business that can be very dark.
Yeah.
And to what we just spoke on in terms of not knowing exactly what was coming, I went into the business with complete positive aspirations, hoping everyone makes it, hoping I made it,
Yeah.
just being a good person. And I slowly started to see myself become the person I had said I didn't like, and that bothered me a whole lot. Then specifically finding out that I was having a kid, like I remember the day I found out that I was pregnant, I was like, "Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a dub." And it wasn't because I could not do music ever again. I just felt like my focus was going to be on my mental health,
Yeah.
and it was going to be on like real happiness, like the things that didn't require people to buy something from me or be interested in me. I wanted
Yeah.
to know, like I said, I've been doing music my whole life. I've been on a stage my whole entire life. I didn't know what it was to not have a schedule or have people around you that were mostly interested because of business. And
Yeah.
I wanted to get separate relationships. I wanted to get different experiences. And like I hopped off social media for 2 of those years because I wanted to like be in the moment for the first time in a long time too. Like
Wow.
I didn't really realize until after my son was born that I had always had a camera in my face or been trying to document something about what I was doing, and it just felt good to just chill. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It just felt good to chill. So yeah, I have the same sad story as most women in this business. You know what I mean? But I like I said, it's a perspective. It's a shift in my mind that happened to know that I was still deserving of everything this business had to offer me.
Yeah.
It's my gifts, my music, my talent, my
Yeah.
my connection with people, and so yeah, that's why I walked away because if I was ever going to do it again, it was going to be on my terms, and I
Mm.
wanted to make sure that I was strong enough for that.
I love that. And you're here now. You know what I'm saying?
And here
But
we are, yeah.
but I'm sure the return came with new rules. Like, what are your non-negotiables this time around?
Oh my goodness, if I'm not a priority for you, that's absolutely okay, but you can't be on the team. I spent a lot of my career trying to convince people that I was talented enough when the whole time they knew I was talented enough.
Yep.
People just hope that you don't know that you're talented enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really made that's number one was staff, brand new group of people, not necessarily people who were veterans in the business, but more so like passionate about what they're
Yes.
doing and just creative, like genuinely got, because you can't teach it.
Facts.
People come with a lot on paper and
Oh, big
they
facts.
they used to be the A&R of this and that, and they don't have a, a drop of an inkling of
Come
how
on.
to relate to you as an artist or roll your project out based on your interests. Like, I didn't want to deal with that. The point of being independent to me is to be able to be in a better situation with your creativity.
Exactly.
So that was my non-negotiable. If I'm gonna put out music, I'm gonna love it. If we're gonna do a video, I'm gonna like what I look like. Like things that seem really small but become big when you have to
Mm-hmm.
push something that you're not passionate about.
Come on. Look, she dropping gems, y'all.
Was
You feel me? We
that a
all,
fight?
y'all getting it for free. You feel me? We might need to throw the cash app or something. Y'all can't be getting these gems for free like this, man.
That's great.
Lord have mercy. Now let's get into the single. Let's get into Solid. So you
Okay.
said Solid is for healed women and women
Ooh,
trying to get there. So
yeah,
what does healing look like in your life today beyond the music?
it's ugly. It's ugly all the time. It's something that I really try to tell people is ugly and that's okay.
Yeah.
And for a lot of the time that I was off the internet, a lot of it was shame. A lot of it was feeling like I had missed my mark or missed my moment and that I
Yeah.
had let my community down. And that's a lot to deal with as a person in the spotlight. But
Mm,
healing is not a straight line. They needed to see me thinking I was doing the right thing, but it wasn't that. Let's try something else. Okay, we'll support you through that too, Zoe. And I needed that. So I built my real community
yeah.
through failure. And
Yeah.
it's random to say that, but that's how it happened. And
Yeah.
so I embrace that now. And that's what healing looks like to me, is like not just the good parts, but like all of it is healing.
Man, that was so powerful. I love like just talking to you. I love that the sugarcoating and the making things sound good ain't there. It's like I love that the answer
Oh,
was it's ugly. It's
it's
like
ugly.
that's so real. For real. I love that. So when people love you, like Zoe, do
Mhm.
you think they fall for the artist or the human first? And how do you guard your heart when it feels like they don't know the difference?
Are you speaking to like any relationship or a romantic
Well,
relationship?
no, more now so that you're back in the music, you understand what the industry is like, and now you're back to having to communicate with people.
Yeah,
So I'm sure you get to a place to where you professionally, musically, when they experience you, they're like, oh my God, I love you so much, love your music, whatever. Can
yeah.
you tell that difference? From if it's people that are in love with the talent or with you, the person.
At this point, I can. At this point, I can because I've taken enough losses by not being able to know the difference. And it's so important. If I could give any advice to a new artist, like that is the key, is to know who's around because it's beneficial, and who's around because they really believe in what you could become.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard, to tell the difference at certain points, especially when we, like we said, with the cameras and the so many people and everybody is helping, but it's important to decipher, to your point, like who is there for me and who's there for business. At this point, I think I can tell. I think I can. I've been wrong recently, and so I'm not perfect. And it's like I said, we're always growing and learning, but
Yeah.
every time something like that happens, I try to like look at it from the other side, like how did I miss this type of thing,
Yes.
and then that way we can make sure we don't ever go through, at least that specifically we'll
My
never go
God.
through again.
Yeah, we cousins in the former life,
Oh,
brother.
really?
Straight. Hey, look, we
Uh,
we, we look. Like, man, I can relate so much. It's crazy.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I freaking the mindset is next level. Yeah,
That's
yeah. We
uh,
definitely cousins. Tell Auntie I said what's up, man.
that was
Straight
that.
up, man. So it's like you've been through this industry. So you had the feature with Fetty Wap. Now, what were your like after the song is out? No, let me start over. So once you got the song done, we knew the song was going to be released. What were your expectations on what it could be? And then after, let's say, a year that the song is out, did the expectations like match or let down? Like, what was the experience?
First, I feel like WAP is just one of the best people I've ever met. So the fact that he came to Atlanta and collaborated with me was
Yeah,
just top tier, just all the way around.
yeah,
I just fuck with WAP always.
straight
And
up.
I think that for that alone, it was everything I thought it would be, because it was my first time, other than VIC and like some feature work here and there that people didn't really
Yeah,
know was me.
yeah,
I had not really done like a direct collaboration with anybody. So that was like my first time working with an artist that was in the that I wanted to be in myself as an artist.
yeah,
I felt like it did do what I wanted it to do from that aspect. What I learned, like to your point, a year later, was that your team is everything.
yes.
Um, I had a very great team of people around me, but maybe not so much that knew what to do with an opportunity like that.
Come on,
And
talk
so
to
it
him.
was important to know, going back into the business, that if the music is great, then the marketing, the advertising, the people supporting it, everything around it also has to be great, because the music alone won't carry it.
Come on,
But I definitely love WAP for what he did for the record, adding it to his 2K playlist,
let's
and
go,
I streamed millions with that, allowing me to be able to do the song wherever I needed to perform without any licensing or
let's go.
copyright issues. And, always staying in touch, even through his own situations, to just make sure that like the springboard it was supposed to be was like happening. And so yeah, I love that record. It's a fan favorite. It's actually the 10th anniversary of that record this year, believe it or not. Like
Wow.
I was a baby when I did that record. I'm definitely a grown woman now,
Yeah.
and so we're getting ready to do some really cool things for the re-release of that song, and
Let's go.
we're excited about people like finding the song again, kind of, because that's what's been happening since the pandemic is people finding that record for the first time.
Yeah, man. When I first heard it, I was like, "This is insane to me that this was all this time ago because it has a timeless feel to it. That's one thing I can say about what you record.
Mm.
You have such a timeless feel. Like you could say you could take 10 songs that could have been within the last from 10 to 5 years in that gap. Not nothing new from the last 5 years, for that, and you could say, "Oh, I just put it out yesterday." We'll believe you
Oh
because
wow!
it has that timeless feel to it. Like, what were some of your inspirations musically to? Because like when I listen to you, it's weird that there is no normally there's you can pick up on who that person sound like. Oh, that person sound like this person, or that person sound like that person. You you can't do it. You can't do that with you exactly. You can't
I
put
love
it.
that.
Yeah, so like what were like some of the inspirations and did you purposely try to craft your sound to
No,
not sound like anyone else?
I did because I've always, from I was very, very young, I would say like 7 or 8, God has always put on my heart that I was going to be on a slow burn. Like, I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but it's like, I already know what's coming, and I've always been trying to prepare. So I listened to the greats and always wanted to watch what they were doing vocally and how they put things together. Okay, well, I'm going to do it like this. And that goes from, well, first of all, my favorite singer ever, ever, ever is a lady named Tidra Moses.
Come on.
She's just my all time. The reason I want to do music was listening to her song just want to be want to be your girl featuring Jada Kiss. Like that was like the Bible for me. So was Brandy. The Full Moon album when I was little was just like the Bible for vocal
Come on. And y'all better put respect
background.
on Brandy name.
And
You
you have
feel
to
me?
put it like Brandy,
Fire.
the goat, absolutely, no doubt about it. And then I liked pop. Like I was a real like
Same.
when I sing pop, I'm not singing it to be trendy. Like that's why a lot of girls, no offense, I see them like kind of dabble in pop and then they go back to what they really do.
Yes.
But I can't deviate from it because it's like really who I am.
Yeah.
I'm Madonna,
Come on.
Katy Perry, Rihanna, Mariah Carey. I love 80s music like Stevie Nicks. I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan.
Come
I
on.
just love big
Yeah.
good music
Yeah.
and clean vocals. That's my drop.
Yes.
So,
Shout out to Mariah Carey. She just did the what was that London show that did? Will Smith performed. She
uh-huh.
performed. She did every single song live.
Yeah.
Now, because of a few mishaps, that New Year's show and stuff, I was just like, dang, she a little older. She can't. When I tell you the best live performance I've seen of her in the last 10 years, it's insane. I'm
Yeah.
talking about every note she hitting,
Yeah.
and you could tell it was live. Shout out to Mariah Carey. Just wanted to throw that out there because people be fat mouthing. Y'all watch the tone against
No,
Mariah. You
listen, when
feel
they
me?
call her a diva, people don't realize like textbook definition, diva is a vocal goat. It's a
Come
person
on.
who can vocally, pitch wise, go from all 7 octaves.
Come on.
So she's one of very few people that we've been able to witness in our
Yes.
lifetime that
Yes.
can actually sing all 7 octaves. I mean,
Facts.
for real, like that. I mean, I would love to be educated on it, but I can't really think of anybody else that
Yeah.
can full voice hit all of them. I mean, she's top. She's top whatever you got going on for sure.
I'm a researcher. You about to get a shout out real soon. I do, and I'm a member of the press, so I do like blog articles and stuff. And
Oh,
I'm gonna look that up. So I'm gonna make sure I shout out. I'm gonna start it off with, I was talking to Zoey Clarke recently, and
oh
she had
yeah,
said this, and I wanted to think. So then I'm gonna look that up because that's very interesting to
yeah.
know anyone outside of her that can sing all seven. That's
And there are
crazy.
others. There are others, but in terms of like famous people, because for
Yes, that's
the
what I
most
mean.
part, people who can do that are operatic. They're in
Yeah.
opera. So yeah, but that's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I'm freaking loving this. So I know that you got a music video getting ready to drop from Solid. Like I was looking, I was like, dang, I'm hoping it is out. It ain't out yet.
It's not.
So let's dive and talk about this music video real quick. So is it fit? Are y'all done filming already?
Oh yeah, we filmed it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it's almost off the editing board right now. Actually, I think we did get back final edit yesterday. So I'm super excited about it because this is my first like creative direction. I've done
Okay.
shows for my music before, but obviously in today's music you gotta have a visual for every
Yes.
record. It doesn't even exist without the video.
Facts.
So I really wanted to, just knowing that that much content has to be pushed out, I really wanted to be hands on with it. So we did just a really cool twist to the 70s musical movie Grease.
Let's
And
go.
yeah.
Yo, I literally, real talk. Shout out to my baby sister Novi. We just had like a vacation or whatever, and she had watched Grease for the first time. We had to
Yeah.
put her on game to know,
Yes,
understand that classic. You feel me? I
man.
can't wait for this video now. I
You
can't wait.
got to, yeah. It's like, I mean, I'm gonna be urban me all day, no matter what I do, which I think is just my style. Like, I love every genre, but I always have to be myself, and so that's what you can expect from the video is my version of Grease. But it was so fun. I mean, the extras were top tier. They were so professional. The
Nice.
venue was like an old classic diner that was just
Let's go.
I think it's been around for like 75 years. And it was just great vibes. And the song is kind of infectious. The more I listen to it, the more I love that we made that my first single. The words are so powerful. And
Yes.
I didn't want the video to be anything. Shout out to Benjamin Button, Grammy nominated Benjamin Button. They got some stuff coming out in a few weeks with Chris Brown and
Yeah.
Soraya. They got some heat coming. I'm just
Yeah.
grateful to be in the pot.
Come on.
And I'm just very happy that we made something that, just like you said, I feel we could really be confident in pushing this song however long it takes. It's just a great record. And I can't wait for people to like make that mental connection, because the
Yeah.
video does that for people. Then they can really understand like what I mean when I'm saying solid.
Yeah.
So
I love it. It's so crazy that we live in a world today where, like, it needs to have some type of theme and a song to let people know, like, be freaking solid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's insane that it ain't their natural reaction to be solid. Like they want, yeah, I was just solid on this situation right here. So what you want, a cookie? You supposed to be solid.
All
You feel me?
yeah, it's true. Like, I feel like that's what I want with my EP, is to just kind of push the needle a little bit. Like, everything has kind of gone so left, you know what I mean? And there's so many people who are on the same wave as me. Like, I love Lady London. I love
Facts.
Kalani.
Yeah.
I love Coco Jones. I'm really obsessed with Mariah the Scientist. Like, just her whole
Yeah.
packaging is very interesting.
Hmm.
And I just, I love everybody's movement. Some of the girls that they're giving their moment are just top tier, but there's other girls that I feel like, I won't name them, we all have our own opinion, we're entitled to it, but
Yeah.
they basically push an agenda with them, and
Yes.
they get more advertisement and marketing
Yep.
for the stuff that, as a whole, women, and
Hmm.
especially black women,
Yep.
it's not how we feel. We didn't vote for them. They don't speak for us to represent
Come
our
on.
thoughts.
Come
And
on.
yeah, and I want to do my project. I want to throw it in the pot as just something that is gonna stand the test of time. I watched Tidra Moses push her album for 20 years,
Come on.
like from a kid until now. Like, she really just in the last year got the actual flowers that she deserves. So for us, all her day ones, we're
Yeah.
like, y'all just got here. Like,
Come
we've
on.
been rocking
Come
with
on.
her since she was in New Orleans, but it has been like surreal to watch her really be around and be a legend to us, and
Yeah.
a new artist
Yeah.
to so many people. And that's how I want my project to be. I'm sorry, I just went on the whole thing, but I want my project to be like people are impacted
Yeah.
to the point where they want to stick around for the ride with me.
Yes, I love it. It's so I love that we are in these uncharted times with social media. There's the good and there's the bad with the social media era of the music. But the one good, the one thing that I love is someone of the past could come out and be just so impactful, like in both ways, actively, like you know, freaking Lenny, girl, you know, like he got a freaking a new single that he been pushing, and
Yes,
and it's
I
called
love that.
yeah, she got that. She took my draws. It look, it is hilarious, but he really it's fire.
Yeah.
I'm like this. Oh, I'm like what the heck? But he killing it. You feel me? And I
Killing it.
love that he got a whole fan base, which is drove the streams up for his older music, you know, crazy. And I love that, like TikTok, some of the trends, like you know that freaking your good love, these are like there's so many
Mhm.
trends that use the song, and now that song is it's sold like a couple hundred
Yeah.
million in just streams alone. And you know what I'm saying? So I love that part about, you know, social media. You know what I'm saying? So with social media, I think my last like question would be like, in this new social media era of pushing things from how, like, yes, you put the video out, but knowing the different clips to put out, and even though you have a music video out, there still got to be 5-10 pieces of content of
Yep.
you, you know, performing the song, and sometimes they're that it's that same verse over
Yep.
and over again, and
Over and over. And
yeah,
honestly, that's what I mean when I say that I love Solid to the point where I feel like I could push it as long as it takes.
come on, squeeze
Especially
all the juice.
all the Jews. I mean, a lot of times, well, like some of the best advice I ever got was from a program director in Texas. I was out there doing a festival and I asked him why he wasn't playing my record. And he said, I'm not in the business of making you famous. I'm in the business of advertisement. And I'm in the business of you juicing up your song to the point where people want to listen from one commercial to the next.
Come
And if
on,
you haven't pushed your song to the point where I can sell a commercial in between it, then I can't help you. And
straight
it
up,
was the tough love that I needed
yeah,
to adjust my work ethic to the point where now at this point, like we just said, I have program directors asking me if they can add me to their syndication. So that's definitely where I'm at with social media, is that yes, old methods are not dead, but the new methods have to be incorporated. If you're not growing, you're
exactly,
dying.
exactly.
And I want the social media to be clipped up. I want people to get the dance challenges. They're going to get all of the lives that they've been asking for.
Come
And
on.
and we're just going to give the people what they want, what they want from every artist that they decide to support, you know. But I'm excited about social media from what you just said, because for an artist like me,
Hmm.
a person in my situation could be blacklisted.
Yeah.
People are always looking for the
Yep.
next thing, the fresh, the this, the brand new
Facts.
face, and even if you're not on a large scale, people will just move on. And
Hmm.
in a situation like social media has created platforms for artists like me to decide that we're not done and that
Straight
we
up.
put more out and find our people and our tribe.
I love it, and it's so much like, I pray that you get all of the freaking success that come to you, because you have
All those
there.
blessings.
I'm telling you, it's so much that, like, just from looking at you now, get nail sponsorships. Nails is on point. So like you could be a representative for people, you know, for nails. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you wearing the hair, handle that business. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You can. I'm telling you, there's so many different, just in sponsorships and commercials and things of that nature. Like, you don't go out and present yourself like some of the women that we feel like they get all the attention that shouldn't be named. You're not going that route, but still have found success, which I freaking love and amazing. And you're not considered lame, corny, old fashioned. You know, so that's really dope. Are we gonna get some, like, you know, I know it's gonna be a lot of social media coming and pushing the single or whatever. Are we gonna get some, like, in the studio behind the scenes, getting
Yes,
to hear some run? That's what I need in my life.
I
I
have
need
so much of that coming from recording the album. I got you. I
yes.
really got you. Yeah. And
Yeah, we
that's
got to make sure you ain't AI. You know what I'm saying? We got these days. You got to test it now. You feel me? You got to make sure this person's human. Did you hit that note for real? Oh yeah, she did. Okay, we
I
heard
did.
it.
Yes, no, that's so important. You've spot on about that. I definitely will show people that I'm actually really singing the song. But yeah, but that's what being solid is all about. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm flawed like every other woman that's out there. But like, it's the growth, like we've been talking about,
Yeah,
the progress, like we've been talking about. They don't highlight that enough. They want people
facts.
to stay where they were and not highlight the growth. So I
Come
want
on,
to be like that spokesperson for people to show them that they don't have to be defeated. They can dust themselves off and get back up and get back in position and do it again and do
come
it
on.
better. And I want to stay connected with people like you. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? That's bringing the vibes, the positive vibes.
Yes. Well, we definitely gonna stay connected. I wanted to save this to the end for the end of the show. I am definitely going to start in today. Actually, it's Monday today, so it's late Monday. So starting on Tuesday, you feel me? Solid will be playing on Blaze It Up Radio, so y'all can go and y'all can request Solid on Blaze It Up Radio. You feel me? You know what I mean? I'll be shooting you out the promo flyer. I'll be tagging you and stuff. So you know we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna definitely run it up because you got a fan for life now. I'm definitely,
Oh,
yeah. Fire and then we cousins, so you know,
and we got
we cousins. You know what I'm saying? We cousins now. So, but man, This has been amazing. I thank you so much for taking the time to holler at me. If there's anything you want to, to say to anybody out there, the floor is yours. Go ahead on.
wow. I'm just so grateful that people even want to speak to me and talk to me about what I got going on. So thank you for having me. And I want to shout out my management and my label, Firstborn Entertainment, Hood Rich, DJ Scream. I want to thank Benjamin Button and the team for writing me such an incredible single. And I want to thank the fans that have been around since the beat goes on. If you know, you know. Hi, if you know, you know. We're here. It's our summer. We about to drop, and we're not gonna stop dropping. And I'm just excited and grateful for you giving me a platform. Thank you so much.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. That is the amazing Zoey Clarke. Follow or get slapped. You feel me? That's it. If you don't, you're gonna you got slapped. Understand? This is another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar. We appreciate you guys. Go, like I said, go follow her. You see the ticker at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Get that social media. Don't be lame. You know what I'm saying? Stream freaking solid. You know what I'm saying? Stream solid. Request it on Blaze It Up Radio. Stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. And you can catch this and more content like this.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.